Hi guys, we've got another giveaway here at Darts now, and this time it's these Peter Wright darts. All you have to do to win is like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and comment on all the videos we'll be doing throughout the Grand Slam this week. And we're going to pick a lucky winner from the comment section next week. Good luck.
Luke Humphries, congratulations. What an epic quarterfinal that was here at the Grand Slam. Just sum it up for us.
Yeah, it's hard to sum up the feelings of being a part of such a great game. I think the crowd have probably been blessed with two great games tonight. The Josh Rock and James Wade game was absolutely phenomenal. Mine and Gary's was just as good probably. And it was one of them games where I think both of us just had to be so resilient. Gary was the same. I think we both, credit to us both, because we never give in. He had a big lead, then I had a big lead, and then we both just kept coming back at each other. At the last, I think I was 14, 13 down. I think the last three legs really sort of showed my temperament to, reel off some good legs there. But yeah, it was just a privilege to be a part of such a great game against one of the greats that's ever been.
Early on, he was handing out what you did to him in the group stage. He was just thinking, I just need a break here.
I just thought, I'm just going to keep going, because if I was to end up losing that game 16-10, I thought, I was playing all right, so I had to just shake Gary's hand and say, fantastic darts, and that's just the way it is. Sometimes you just get beat by the better player. But I thought, just dig in there, keep going, and I think I got to myself. I think when I was 4-1 down, I was thinking to myself in the break, B6-4 down at least, and I did. And then at the next break, I was thinking minimum 8-7 down. I think I was 9-6, and then I think I went up 11-9. So I kept trying to dig myself back in the game. And then, obviously he came back at me again. But yeah, I showed a lot of resilience there. Really, really proud of that one.
Going into the game, you were tournament favourite, obviously with Michael and Gezi crashing out the round before. Did you feel any added pressure being that favourite?
Not particularly. No, I think I'm here for myself. I want to win regardless of what the favourites think. Obviously what everyone thinks who's the favourite. I'm doing this for me and my family as well. So I don't really look into the favourites. I'm one of them people that I just don't see anybody as the favourite. I think everybody's got the equal chance to win. Of course, the bookies have their ones who they fancy more than others. But yeah, I think all 6 players left in could win the tournament. I could be brilliant or not brilliant on Sunday. Who knows? But the way I've been playing, I feel really good, and now I've got a really tough task against James.
We've had many players stood there, and pundits are like saying at the moment, you are the best player in the world. Do you feel that right now?
Yes and no. I think obviously over the last sort of 3 to 4 months maybe, but that can all be taken away from you really quickly. A couple of bad performances, a couple of good performances from someone else, and all of a sudden you're not the best player in the world. Maybe I am at this moment in time, but you've got to keep pushing on and keep getting better, because someone's willing to take your place very quickly. As much as it's been a great year for me, I think Gezi Price has still probably been the most consistent player over the year, and at his top level. But that's a nice thing from anybody to say, and I appreciate that.
Also, coming through a game like that, are you pleased you got the day off before your semi-final? Because that can take a lot physically and mentally out of you.
Yeah, definitely. I think last year I had a game with Michael, and that took a lot out of me. I started to feel, when I come up after the 4th break, I started to feel a little bit tired. And I could imagine coming back tomorrow and playing again. That would be quite tough. So, I am very lucky, me and James, to be getting that extra break, if you like. I'm very, very happy that there's a day break for us tomorrow.
Yeah, Luke, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Luke, how proud of you how you managed to stay in the game early, because Gary was throwing some huge numbers at you and he managed to just hold on.
Yeah, I felt that's like what I was doing. I felt like I was holding on to his coattails throughout the first 3 sessions. I think I took a couple of good finishes up. The 114, the 120, the 170. I could have been like 12-3, 11-4 down if I wasn't careful. So I felt like the good thing for me was I held in there. Kept staying on his coattails. Don't let him get off in a massive lead and he'll just walk away with it. So I really worked hard there to stay in the game, and then I reaped the rewards at the end by staying consistent, which was really tough, because 103 average over 30 legs is really, really tough to do.
You talked about your admiration for Gary. Do you believe he's still got another big one left in him as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's obviously one of the most natural players that's ever been. I think when you're sitting in the practice room, he doesn't practice as hard as I'm sitting in the practice room practicing 3 hours, and he's just in there for an hour maybe throwing. And that just shows how natural he is. So I think the way he's been playing, there's definitely another major title in him for sure. Maybe even a world title, who knows? But that's down to him. But yeah, I think he's definitely got another big title win in for sure. I think the way he's been playing it's almost back to his best.
You're the only seed in the quarterfinal lineup. Obviously, the likes of Peter, Gezi, Michael have exited the tournament. Did you take anything from that at all?
Not really. I think I would have preferred them all to have been in because it's nice playing them. You know, I love playing Michael. I always have great games with him, and like I said many times, I like being a part of them big games. You know, like tonight. You know, I would never shy away from the big occasion, but you know, everyone's going to say it makes your job easier, but you know, I can only do what I'm doing. I can't have an effect on the people that are out. It does, you know, obviously it makes it more of a wide open tournament, but yeah, I would have much preferred them all to still been in, as crazy as that sounds, just because I just like being a part of the big occasion.
Okay, good stuff, Luke. Cheers.
Thank you.
Luke, you played so many great matches in your career, but where does this one rank, considering what Gary was throwing back at you over such a long format?
I mean, standard-wise, probably second best. Obviously, my major final win will always sit first for me at this moment in time. But over such a long period of game, yeah, it probably sits second for me. You know, I've had some great games, but 103, you know, I've had over 30 legs isn't something I've done before. So yeah, I think, you know, it sits up there in the top 5 for sure. But you know, I think that that was just a game that will live long in the memory for me for a long time. But if I keep making major finals and winning them, then you know, I'll have a lot more memories to hold.
We've seen Gary maintain that level of performance over that format so many times. Was there any panic early on in the match when you thought, if he carries on like this, he can run away with this?
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't panic, but it was more like, if he's going to keep playing like this, then I'll just have to accept it. You know, sometimes the better player will win, and the way it started off the first sort of 10 legs, he was running away with it, and if he would have run away with it and run away with the game, then I just had to shake his hand and said, well played, because he was playing much better darts. And like I said in my interview previously, which not everyone picked up, it was Gary's going to play as well as he did against Gern, but I also said I will have to play like I did against Ryan to win, and that didn't get quite picked up. So yeah, like I said, we both had to play as well as we did, and we did do that. So it was just a close game, and I was ended up as the winner.
Got James Wade next. We spoke to James earlier, and he said that you are one of the greatest scorers that he's ever seen in his career. How important will that be against someone like James, who you just know is going to take any finish that he's on, or potentially can do that?
First of all, I'll save that clip and put that in my bank. No, James is a good friend. I get on really well with him. You know, we've been practicing throughout this whole tournament together, you know, on finishes and stuff. And I get on really well with him. But of course, you know, when we play on Sunday, we'll be against each other, and it's going to be a tough game for us both. You know, he's maybe touts me as one of the greatest scorers in the world, but I tout him as one of the greatest finishers in the world. So, you know, if my scoring's up there like it has been this tournament, then I might not give as many shots at double. If it's not, he'll get loads of shots at doubles, and you know, who knows how the game goes. So, yeah, James is a very, very tough player to beat. One of the toughest I've ever experienced, and I'm going to have to be at my best again to beat him.
Nice to get a bit of revenge as well for Dortmund.
The funny thing is, a lot of people say that there is no revenge in this game. I think you play each other so much that you can't look at last week, the week before, revenge here, revenge there. We all play each other so much that there is no revenge anymore. You know, we're just privileged to be a part of these latter ends of major tournaments, and yeah, I really look forward to being a part of these sort of scenarios. I'll look forward to Sunday, and it's going to be tough for me, but I believe I can pick another major up.
Luke, big well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know that you're not necessarily here to entertain, but they were talking about how the crowd really got their money's worth tonight. Would you have enjoyed that as a darts fan tonight?
Yeah, I enjoyed it as a darts fan. I was playing, but I enjoyed it as a darts fan because it was just two players going at each other and playing their best darts. And you know, I think the crowd got their money's worth tonight. Two fantastic games of darts, a lot of drama, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. But yeah, as a darts fan, I think you probably would have got your money's worth tonight. You know, it was a fantastic night of darts.
And looking ahead to Sunday, obviously, I know you're not looking ahead to the final. You've got James Wade first, but how do you sort of prepare for the possibility of two matches in the same day?
I'm quite used to it playing on the European tour, but I've not really played a game where I've done 16 legs and then I had to go and do another 17 first two. So, you know, it'll be a different experience for myself as well, but of course I'll learn from these experiences, not being a part of it. I think there's only maybe one or two players that's left in that's experienced that before. So, yeah, I'll just do what I do usually from the European tour, and hopefully it pays its due.
And obviously you were hoping for a quiet afternoon, but you're playing James Wade, so good luck with that match.
Well, hopefully I'll try and, you know, play my best and James will play his best and may the better man win. But yeah, I've got a day off tomorrow, so I look forward to that, and we'll look forward to Sunday as well.
Well, good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much.